guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope that you're well and I hope December has been absolutely good to you. So I want to ask you a little question. Have you ever been at a point of need? Have you ever been so desperate for something in your life that you would do anything just to get it? It could be money, it could be a job, it could be just anything, it could be a person sometimes, just anything. But have you ever been in a point where you are just desperate to get something, basically a point of need? Now, as you answer this question to yourself, I want to open up to you a thought process I had the other day, which I thought would be so powerful to kind of share with you, and that gave me a little bit of perspective in quite a lot of things that I do and a lot of things that I want to do going forward. And it had me thinking about unemployment. I'll use unemployment actually as an example. It had me thinking about that. If you've been unemployed for such a long time, for years, months, however long it is enough for you to be like super sick and tired and you just need to get a job. If you've been unemployed for that long, the moment you get a job, I can almost guarantee you any normal person on their first day of the work would be way earlier, would dress so good. Like you would just want to go all out because you finally got this opportunity that you need. And even as you begin to work for like the first few months and the first few years, we actually begin to, it's like we go in with everything because it's something that we've always wanted, right? And we know what it feels like to be unemployed. We know what it feels like to not be financially stable. So we are trying to work so hard so that we keep this job right here so that we don't get fired and then we can live the life that we've always wanted to live. Now, with that being said, I thought a lot about the why. Simon Sinek, you guys probably should know him already, speaks a lot about organizations starting and finding their why as like a focal point of their businesses. And we've seen multiple videos and we've seen great teachers talk about how you should always start with your why. Find your why, start with your why. It's like if you are deterring enough, like your why is not good enough, and there's all those talks. And I've always understood what a why is. Like I've always understood the whole concept of finding a why, but I think this time I understood it with so much depth in my personal life. It was something that I could sit down and be like, that's how I can actually apply that. Now you guys know majority of the conversations we have on this channel are very practical. My biggest thing is just trying to simplify something for myself first so that I can wake up tomorrow morning and be like, cool, that is my why, and to not make it too complicated for me to even understand. And that's really what I aim to give to you guys as far as all these videos that I do on this channel. Now, I am slowly realizing that the whole idea behind finding your why and always remembering your why is the point of need. The biggest question is, I think the biggest things that sometimes when we think about the word why, and maybe, I don't know if I could blame it in the way that it's being taught or maybe just how we've heard it so much, I have no idea. But there is this concept of thinking that this why that we need to seek and this why that we need to remember is something so philosophical, is something so big, is something that is like so meaningful and and I think that's where a lot of people get lost, because I've gotten questions like, Mish, how do I stay consistent in this thing that I really love? How do I do this or how do I do that? And a lot of people will say, just know your why, because if you know your why, you're not going to be able to But I don't think that we conversate a lot about what the why actually is and the practicalities of finding, keeping, and knowing what your why is. Now, I want to open up this idea to you, and this is just to kind of broaden it in your mind if you've been struggling with something like this. I want you to look at your why as your point of need. I want you to look at everything that you do and ask yourself, why do I need to go to work every day? Why do I need? And I use the word need because, like I said in the beginning of this video, have you ever been at a point of need? A point of need is almost like a point of desperation. It's almost like a point of, if I don't do this, I'm not going to eat today. If I don't do this, my rent's not going to be paid. Or if I don't do this relationship, or whatever the case is to you, that point of need is. And I want you to look at your why as that point of need. Have you ever been at a point of need? And if you have, what are the points of need that you have in your life right now? If you are looking at the work that you do at work, for instance, you are probably sitting there thinking, I need to go to work every single day so that I can be financially stable or save up for a home or take care of my family. That is your why. But every time we equate our why to something too big or something too philosophical, we lose it and we lack a lot of understanding, and therefore we can't pursue it, we can't be consistent, and we don't have clarity in the things that we are doing. But if we attach our why to the need that we have right now, it's so much easier. Sometimes when you feel like you don't want to do it, you realize, this is why I need to do it. And I've actually started doing that with myself. I've stopped saying, this is my why. No, I've started saying, this is why I need to do it. Did you get what I'm saying? It's just kind of opening it up for myself, and I'm hoping that I'm opening it up for you as well. This is why I need to do this. It's not like my why, because I think also some things do get lost in translation as far as English is concerned, you know, but look at it like that. This is why I need to do this. And I want you to actually, whenever you get a chance, preferably right now or as soon as you finish watching this video, take out a piece of paper, your journal, whatever the case is, and write down all the things that you are constantly doing and all the things that you want to do. And I want you to write this sentence and say, this is why I need to X. This is why I need to Y. This is why I need to Z. So for instance, you probably need to save so that you can go to the holiday. You probably need to save because you want to fix your teeth, because you want to pay off your car, or you want to buy a car, or you want to, but your point of need will always motivate you guys. This is literally this is like where my mind went. It's like my point of need will always, all the time, motivate me. If I try to think about it philosophically as far as the why is concerned, I'm going to lose myself. But if I can just look at it and say, okay, why do I need to do this? Like, why do I need to start a business, right? Because of XYZ. Why do I need to film content? Because of XYZ. Why do I need to build this business? Why do I need to have this conversation? That is where your why lies. Your why lies in the need, in that point of need. And if you can channel that energy into everything that you do, I promise you, you're going to do it with all your heart, and you're going to do it with understanding of the why that you're actually doing it. If you channel that energy to what we spoke about in the beginning of this video, go back to that point where you've needed something so bad. Go back to that point where you applied for school and you were just waiting for them to get back to you so that you can be accepted at the varsity or at the school, whatever. Go back to that point where you put in an application and you're waiting for them to give you that job. Go back to that point of need and then take that energy and bring it into what you're doing right now. Because guys, the honest truth is, even at that point of need, even though you need something and you get there and you work hard, months later, sometimes it becomes so common. We do this all the time in relationships, in jobs. We start with so much intensity because we needed this thing, and now that we have it, we are overcompensating and we're just trying to show that we are worthy. We're just trying to show that we deserve it, and we're trying to keep it for longer. And then after months, for some people even years, we start slowing down and we start losing interest, or we just start doing the things that we started to do in the first place, mainly because that point of need has been taken away. And I just also want to use this point as a point of encouragement to you that is in that situation where you're finding yourself extremely comfortable with something that you've been praying for, extremely comfortable with something that you've just been dying to have 3 months ago, or 2 years ago, 4 years ago, whatever the case is, something that is so small to you now but used to be big then. I just want to encourage you and just ask you politely to please remain hungry. Go back to that point of need. And sometimes, guys, sometimes these things just need a bit of like elevation. It's like you needed a camera, for instance, years ago, and you still love it, but now you need a little bit of lighting. But that doesn't mean that you mishandle the camera because now you need lighting, or now that you need an upgrade, right? You still take care of it, because you always have to remember that point of need when you didn't have it, when you were filming with your phone and you just dreamt of having this beautiful setup where you could film and give people all this amazing content that you've wanted. So that is just my 2 cents for the day. Let me know what you guys think, and just let me know what makes you comfortable. I think that's just something we need to just talk about. And when I mean comfortable, I mean slacking type of comfortable. I mean comfortable that makes you not come up to the standard anymore because you feel like I've just done this and whatever. And the reason why I actually brought this conversation up is this is actually the time where a lot of people, including myself, are busy thinking a lot about 2021, which is the coming year, and we're busy kind of looking at the things that we want to do and how we want to do them. And I've had to pause and ask myself, why do I want to do this next year? Do I just want to do it because I must do something new next year, or do I really want to do it because I'm at a point of, like, there's a particular need that I'm trying to fulfill, there's a particular value that I'm trying to give? And maybe when we look at it that way, we can make better goals for next year. We can actually make committable goals for next year that are clear, that give us a bit of direction as well. So we're not just airy fairy, because just like, oh, what is your why? My why is to make money. But once you've made the money, then what? Right? money is a point of need, but if you don't know what to do with it, then what? If you haven't even planned for it, then what? So I really hope that this conversation spoke to you in one way or another. I really hope that it just kind of sparked a light as you begin to plan for 2021, and as you begin to have those conversations with yourself. And I hope that you are going to go back to your place of need and start planning from that place, and start looking at that place, and start realizing that you can actually do so much more if you can just take that energy and bring it in. And especially if that's the energy you want to walk into 2021 with, we have better chances of achieving so much more, and starting with the great momentum and going through the year with great momentum, because it's something that we speak about a lot on this channel. We want to start with great momentum, finish with great momentum, and even through the year still keep it with great momentum, because that is important to us, right? We're not one hit wonders on this channel. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'd definitely like to know. Let me know in the comment section below if this video did speak to you. If you did like this video, please do give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and click on the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I post videos. Have yourself a beautiful one. I'll see you guys next time. Mwah! Bye.